All right, week one results are up. The best records are 13-3. Numerous people did that. The worst records are 5-11. The way the points work, whoever has the best record gets 5 points. And then second place, which will be 12-4, gets 4.9. Then third place, which is 11-5, gets 4.8. And 10-6 gets 4.7, and so on and so on. So that's how the point system works. Max points given to the best records at the end of the week, and then it's 0.1 less for each individual record after that. There's a bunch of ties right now, but it's just the beginning of the season. Don't worry about it. I'm going to go ahead and show you the picks. I'm going to roll through the names quickly. We're going to do this quick, okay? So let's go ahead and show everybody the records. Go to tournament-champions.com. It's at the bottom of the description link. I also posted on the Facebook group page as well, along with the games for week 2. As you can see, I posted it up, so you would just click on here and it takes you to the website. If you're solely dependent on YouTube to watch the results, let's go through it. I'm going to make this quick, then I'm going to make my week 2 picks. And if anybody's making their picks on video, please let me know in the comment section, hey, I made my picks on video, because I have to keep up with 160 people, and sometimes that's not easy. So I got the list here and everything, but you guys need to let me know if you're going to make your picks by video. You need to contact me or post it on my Tournament Champions page, so that way I can see it. It'll show on my notifications, but I have to know that you're making them. So then that way I'll know, okay, he made a video, she made a video, then I can post it on there. So anyways, let's go through the results of week 1 so far. In Division 1, Corey Pollard went 13.3, so you can see he got the max amount of points, which is 5. Micah Sims at 10 wins, 6 losses. Adrian McLeod, 9-7. I went 8-8, didn't do too well. Matt Ogden, 8-8. Joseph went 7-9. A good friend of mine at LA Fitness, Raymond Joseph, and Pistol went 6-10. Division 2, you got Eagle Speed at 12-4. Billy Bob at 10-6. Kyle, Tyson, Ferris, A-Bomb, and Frank all went 9-7. So as you can see, that's why they had the same amount of points. Makes sense, right? Okay. Division 3, Nick Fargo at 10-6, winning his division. Steven Stroline and Kaufman and Nitro Freak 9-7. Dylan, Roby 8-8, and A-Train at 7-9. Division 4, you got Trent Kirk at 10-6. Preston Fox and Kingbird at 9-7. Megatron and Quarterback Willie at 7-9. No, Megatron at 8-8. Quarterback Willie and TTC Savior at 7-9. Trevon at 6-10. Division 5, we got Troy, John Alves, Troy and John at 11-5. Jose at 10-6. Ruben, Alton, Chad Perkins at 9-7. Zane at 8-8. Division 6, you got Kev at 11-5. He's winning the division. Mitchell and Justin Evans 10-6. Walter Bearstown 8-8. Phil C. and Weston 7-9, and Polston comes in at 6-10. Division 7, you got CPG from the Carolina Panthers at 13-5. He's tied with Jay Patel, 13-3. I meant. TB Bucks 27 and Gabrielle's 10-6. Eagles fan for life 9-7. Aries Hunt and SoCal Ram are 8-8. Division 8, you got Cool Kid Stefan 11-5. His brother Drew Mendel at 10-6. Byron and D-Town at 9-7. Bob Keller at 7-9. T-Money and Kendall at 6-10 for Division 8. Division 9, Morgan and Saint Swagger at 12-4. Daniel Corbett, Curtis Aganda at 11-5. James Linquist, the defending champion, and Shane Powers, the two-time champion winner at 10-6. And Stario at 9-7. Division 10, you got Peter and Patrick at 10-6. Aaron Balsa at 9-7. BJ McCain, Cool Joe, Jamal Seaton at 8-8. John Frierson 6-10. Division 11, you got Cameron at 13-3. You got Dante, Justin Kelm, Anthony Solis at 10-6. Joshua Denoncourt 9-7. Anthony Shin 8-8, and Rodney 6-10. Division 12, you got Ben P 12-4. Seaweed 11-5. Redfield 9-7. Thanasis 8-8. Everett 7-9. Noel and Melantis 6-10. All right, so now we're at Division 13. You got Xenon and Luke Odd 12-4. Mario 11-5. We got sorry about that. DJ's Heroes at 10-6. Ryan Patty at 9-7. Austin Welch and Pedro at 8-8. Division 14, you got Julius and Golden at 12-4. JoJo Tannehill at 10-6. Felicio at 9-7. Micah Poga 8-8. Andrew T and A Davis at 7-9. Division 15, you got Burley and Tim at 11-5. Paul Randall, Michael Kuntz, Raymond A at 10-6. Uncle Nasty at 8-8, and Brandon Lott at 7-9. Division 16, you got Tyler Spence, 13-3. He's one of the top, tied with the best records with Trent. Nate St. John's, 12-4. J Love and Michael Less, 11-5. Berger and Joby, 10-6, and Robert Smith, 9-7. Division 17, you got JoJo at 11-5. Aaron Sr., Dustin Jones at 9-7, Monty 9-7, Bruce at 8-8, Jacob at 6-10, and Eddie at 5-11. Division 18, you got Lewis at 13-3, New York Giants fan 11-5, Desert Eagle and Drevers at 10-6, Crazy Dog and Village Boy at 9-7, and Robert Kinnison at 8-8. All right, next we got Main Attraction at 12-4, Seahawks 5668 at 10-6, Justin O, Fernando 9-7. Ronnie Jones, or Ronnie J, I meant, Ronnie Lay Jr., and Kenneth L at 8-8. Dan the Man, he's new, he's at 7-9. And Dan the Man, I did not get your Monday night picks for either one, so please make sure if you're watching this video to make sure you send me every one of your picks, because if you miss your picks for games, those are extra wins you could get. So I just want to make note of that. Division 20, Big Bear 12-4, Elijah and Joseph Timmy 10-6. Adrian Quintero and Oscar 9-7, and Steele Jackson at 8-8. Division 21, you got Seth B at 9-7, Joey Panther at 9-7, New York Joe at 9-7, Roy Ramsell at 8-8, Green Bay Chris at 8-8, and Farmer, which is A-Bomb's friend, at 5-11. Division 22, the ladies, you got Marquet and Faye at 12-4, Adriana, Tanya and Bailey at 10-6, Ashley Foster at 8-8. We got Ashley V at 12-4 for the final Division 23. Vanessa, Nancy, Carmen, and Shirley at 11-5, and Kristen at 5-11. So like I said, 13-3 are the best records, 5-11 are the worst, and everybody else is just in the middle between 13 and 5. If you got 13 wins, you got 5 points, 4.9 for 12 wins. 11 wins is 4.8, 10 wins is 4.7, 9 wins is 4.6, 8 wins is 4.5, 7 wins is 4.4, 6 wins is 4.3, 5 wins is 4.2. So see, you guys are kind of getting the hang of this, and we do the point system like this every week. So I'm going to go through this quickly. Like I said, tournament-champions.com at the bottom of the description. If you make your picks on video from now on, please link it to my channel, to my tournament page, or personally message me if you're not on Facebook. Message me and say, hey, I got my video here. Here it is right here. Just leave me a comment. Say, hey, it's on my video. Just click on and I'll click on your YouTube and I'll check it out. So now we're going to do the picks for week 2. I will be sending Thursday's game, which is New York Jets at Buffalo on Thursday. I will be sending that game out tomorrow. So I'm going to go ahead and do my picks right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully this ain't a 15-minute video, but knowing me, it'll probably be. We're going to go ahead and go through week 2's picks. So I posted it on tournament-champions.com, which is right here. But I prefer to do my picks. They're a little fancier on here. So we're going to go ahead and kick off with the Thursday game for week 2. It's the New York Jets at Buffalo, both 0-1. This game is expected to be rain and showers here, as according to the weather. Head-to-head matchups, the Jets have owned the previous 3 matchups. So this is going to be pretty tough. It's in Buffalo. The Bills lost 13-7 to Baltimore. The Jets blew a big lead. And this is in Buffalo. Can the Jets be able to rebound with this? Ryan Fitzpatrick is facing his old team. So I'm very curious to see how he's going to do against his, and of course his old team's going against Fitzpatrick. So the defense of Buffalo is going to want to get to Ryan Fitzpatrick. So the question is, can the Buffalo Bills win at home? One of these teams obviously got to win. This is a big AFC East division game here. So I got my picks right here. I haven't made it yet, but go ahead and note me down for the Buffalo Bills to win at home. I just think their defense is just going to be too much for the New York Jets. All right, so we're going to go to the 1 o'clock games. We're going to kick it off. The 1-0 San Francisco 49ers, who I believe pinched a shutout, if I'm correct. 28-0 over the Rams, if I'm correct. And they're going into Carolina, who blew a 10-point lead. And anyways, Sorry, people keep messaging me. It's just throwing me off right now, and it's really pissing me off that people are fucking messaging me while I'm making my picks. It's very disrespectful, and it's a girl too. She won't leave me alone. I'm fucking busy right now. So, anyways, football's just more important than these females right now. It's just my personal opinion. But anyways, the last time these guys met up in January 12, 2014, the 49ers did win. We're going to go ahead and go to, the 49ers almost ranked last in every category, but look how they dominated. A-Bomb, are your 49ers are they the real deal here, or is this just kind of some fluke? Fuck. This one's going to be really hard to call, but go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and pick the Carolina Panthers at home. If this was in San Fran, I had no problem picking the Niners. I'm just not convinced they'll win at that game at home. All right, so we're going to go to the next game. Niners on the road. I'm not convinced they'll win on the road. Anyways, the next game, the Dallas Cowboys travel to Washington. They're both 0-1. The Redskins got killed on Monday night. The Cowboys lost by 1 point. It's the Dak attack versus Kirk Cousins. This is going to be, Dez Bryant is a beast. You know what I mean? And, of course, the Redskins got an offensive combination duel, too, and like Pierre Garcon and all that. The Redskins are at home. Do I believe they'll bomb it twice? I don't like to think they would, but Cowboys do got their running back Alfred Morris, so that, if you saw the run game the Cowboys executed on the Giants was actually very effective. Cowboys let this game easily slip away. I felt like they beat themselves up when they were up, I think 16-13, and they were on that drive. I felt like they could have scored a touchdown on that drive, would have put the boys up 10. But you got the 5th-ranked offense against the 4th-ranked offense, 1st-ranked defense against the 5th-ranked defense, 5th in passing against 2nd, and 3rd in rushing against the 5th. This is going to be a really tough game. But I'm really confused. I always get confused on these games. But go ahead and note me down for the Dallas Cowboys. I think the Dallas Cowboys is going to come in and win. I'm on the Dak Attack Express. All right, so we got the Cincinnati Bengals at Pittsburgh. This is obviously a big AFC North showdown. You're talking about the 15th offense against the 3rd now, defense 21st against the 11th. So Cincinnati's got them on the defense, but Pittsburgh's got them on the offense. Passing game's about really the same. Rushing's about really the same. Pittsburgh dominated. They look like their old championship team. The Cincinnati Bengals had to come from behind. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Pittsburgh Steelers to start off 2-0. I think it's going to be a really big showdown here. But Pittsburgh at home, I got them to win. All right, so we got the New Orleans Saints with the second-ranked offense against the 8th-ranked for the Giants. Now, despite the fact that the Giants and the Saints aren't really known for their defense, 31st and 32nd, if you look on there, their defense actually played pretty well in the last week. Probably the Giants more so than the Saints, because the Saints allowed more points than the Giants did in their win. But the Saints are 0-1. My bad. I'm totally not thinking right now. I forgot they're 0-1. The Giants are 1-0. Sorry about that. I'm going to go ahead and take the New York Giants to win at home. So I'm going to go with the New York Giants. Eli Express 2-0. Miami Dolphins against the New England Patriots. Now, despite the fact that the Dolphins have a 25th ranked defense, their defense was able to shut out Seattle last week to only 6 points going into the final 3 minutes of the game. It was 6-3 at one point. That means the Dolphins' defense was keeping them in the game. It's just their offense is lacking. Garoppolo and the New England Patriots is looking stellar. I know a lot of people say, well, the only reason why New England won is because Arizona lost that game, didn't make their field goal. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to go ahead and go with Garoppolo and the New England Patriots to win at home. So give me New England. The Kansas City Chiefs with the Houston Texans. Obviously, Kansas City has not only won the last two, really has won all the last 3 games against us, so that's irrelevant. You got the 27th offense against the 19th offense, 7th ranked defense against the 3rd, 30th passing, 18th for the Texans, 6th in rushing, 15th for the Texans. This is a really confusing game. I had a lot to think about here. I know the Chiefs have been dominating Houston, but if you look at their game last week against San Diego, it was pitiful. The Texans, however, on the other hand, they looked really good against the Chicago Bears, and I think this is a new team that Kansas City facing with a new quarterback. This is a whole different new ball game. And if the Texans go up big on Kansas City, they're not going to come back on the Texans like they did with the Chargers. The Texans will not choke a big lead like that. If we're up 21-3, we're keeping it. Either that lead's going to expand or it's going to decrease slightly. But either way, I got Texans to win in a shootout by a score of 28-21. All right, you got the Tennessee Titans traveling to Detroit. Now, let me tell you something. I lost both of these games. Tennessee, you really disappointed me. I figured you were going to be something good this year with that high-powered offense. You lost 25-16 to a team that doesn't even have a starting quarterback. I mean, that's just horrible. Your offense ranked 30th, 12th in defense. I'll give you that. 25th in passing, 25th in rushing. Mariota threw a pick six that completely turned the whole game around. I mean, that basically changed the complexity of the game. Now, the Detroit Lions, that missed field goal, that missed extra point, the reason why Detroit won that game was because Indianapolis lost. When you leave Matthew Stafford with 3 timeouts in 40 seconds, that's like leaving me with the ball with 3 minutes and a running clock. I mean, they got all the time to throw downfield. The Colts had plenty of opportunity to run that clock down or at least force the Lions to cost them a timeout or two. And I guarantee you the Colts would have won that game. But they beat themselves by trying to score quickly down on the 10-yard line and giving Detroit 40 seconds with 3 timeouts. They basically beat themselves there. But nonetheless, Detroit with Anquan Bolden is just playing unbelievable. So go ahead and give me Detroit to defeat the 0-1 Lions and send them 0-2. The Ravens and the Browns. The Browns, you're an abysmal. RG3 is on the injured reserve list and he's out for 6 weeks. He only played 1 game and he's already out. And he looked like shit. Minus a couple of just lopsided throws he threw. Your whole offense is compelled of no run game and no fucking no run blocking. You got a little bit of the pass block, I'll give you that. But unless RG3 runs a read option, he's ineffective when he's in the huddle. You're trying to make him a pocket passer, and RG3 is he's not a pocket passer. The Ravens looking like the Ravens with Ray Lewis and Ed Reed with their new and found defensive young guys on the team. The Ravens are looking like the Super Bowl Ravens that won with Jacoby Jones. So go ahead and give me the Baltimore Ravens. Not only are they going to win in Cleveland, they're going to win by a score of 38-7. They're going to kill the Browns with Josh McCown starting. Seattle Seahawks at the Los Angeles Rams. The Los Angeles Rams completely shit the bed. Seattle actually didn't look that good either, though. They really can't talk. The Seattle Seahawks did not look that good at all. I'm really worried about this game. This could be a trap game. Can Case Keenum rebound and get his shit together? I think so, but it won't be now. So I'm going to go ahead and go with the Seattle Seahawks to win this game in Los Angeles. Tampa Bay, Arizona. I did pick Tampa Bay to make the wild card this year at 10-6. They're starting to look real strong. Arizona is starting to look like a bust. All smoke and mirrors. They let a team like New England beat them with no Gronk and no Garoppolo. It's like Bill Belichick ran out there and played by himself against 11 men and beat them. Basically, Bill Belichick outcoached the entire Arizona team, from the players to the coaching staff, all the way to the owners, to the fans, to the janitor who cleans his shit in the men's restrooms. That's what New England did to Arizona. But the problem is, can Tampa Bay with the inexperienced quarterback go in there and do the same thing? And that's going to be the biggest question here. So, can Tampa Bay start off 2-0? That might be a little far-fetched. They did get a big win in Atlanta, but they know Atlanta personally from the division game. This is an outer division game in the same conference. Can Arizona go 0-2? I don't think they will. So go ahead and give me Arizona to win at home. Jacksonville and San Diego. Talk about wet in the bed, both of these teams. Jacksonville on 4th and 1. Screen pass on a blitz. Really? Come on, Gus Bradley. What were you thinking? San Diego, 21-3. Really? You allowed Kansas City to come back, you damn choke artist? The coaching staff is just atrocious on both of these teams. Let's just call it flat out. And I think T. Kirk and Ronnie Jones, no disrespect to you guys, but your coaching staff is atrocious. Atrocious. I mean, you might as well hire North Turner. You might as well hire back North Turner. I mean, that's how bad it was, San Diego. And Gus Bradley, oh my God, I mean, he was like a defensive guru in Seattle. And now you take that, you put him in Jacksonville, he's a complete clusterfuck. The sad thing about it is Jacksonville actually has talent. San Diego, on the other hand, really doesn't. Minus their quarterback, Phillip Rivers, they really don't have a lot of talent. But the thing is, who's going to start off 0-2? Jacksonville, I hate to say this, you're not really known for being a good road team. I don't really put a lot of trust in Blake Bortles just yet. I think San Diego can play well at home. The thing is, can they hold the lead and keep it? The answer is I think they can against Jacksonville. So give me the San Diego Chargers defeat the Jacksonville Jaguars. Atlanta Falcons at Oakland, 7th-ranked offense against the 24th. Smoke and mirrors because Atlanta looked like shit out there. And then there was no pass rush for Atlanta either. I watched the game against Tampa Bay. Exactly no pass rush. Where's the pass rush for Atlanta? They can't put any pressure. So when you see Oakland at home in the front of their home fans, they're going to be a complete different team than what these stats say on here. 24th offense, 22nd defense, 16th pass, and 28th rushing. So go ahead and give me the Oakland Raiders to send the Atlanta Falcons to 0-2, and Raiders go to 2-0. Indianapolis Colts at Denver. Indianapolis, you beat yourself. Always trying to play catch-up. Shout out to TTC Savior. But the truth's the truth. Denver Broncos is looking like their old selves. In fact, it looks like you could put like a little kid as a quarterback, and it's like you chop the head off of a snake, 2 more grow back. It's like the Denver Broncos are so complete at the defensive position, at the offensive running game, at the receivers they got. It seems like to me you could put a guy like Mark Sanchez there, and they would still be just as effective as they did with Peyton Manning. Gary Kubiak's just doing a great job. Wade Phillips doing an excellent job with the defense. Can the Indianapolis Colts win on the road in Denver? I don't really think so, man. I think Colts blew their chance to start the season off 1-0, and I think that psychological mind fuck is going to fuck them again in Denver when that Denver defense really puts the pressure on Andrew Luck. So I'm going to go ahead and go with the Denver Broncos to win and go 2-0. All right, so now the next game is the Sunday Night Football game. You got the Green Bay Packers at Minnesota. Minnesota, don't get it twisted. You're not really that good of a team, despite the fact you have a decent defense. But you play the Tennessee Titans, who are still young in the experience. The Green Bay Packers are a little bit rusty, but shake off that rust, and Aaron Rodgers is going to show you exactly why he's a Super Bowl champion and why he is Mr. MVP himself. Go ahead and give me the Green Bay Packers to defeat the Minnesota Vikings. And last but not least, the Monday Night Football game. You got the Eagles at the Bears. I heard EDP's going there. ADP, have fun if you're watching this video. You got Carson Wentz versus Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler, man, you are such a bust. You are a bum. You are just like Matt Schaub 2.0. And in fact, I think the Bears need to start considering shopping around for another quarterback. But I know they're stuck with you now, so they have to deal with you. But the thing is how long is this going to go on for? Carson Wentz is looking good in the pocket. Defense is looking stellar. The offense is moving. It's gelling. Jordan Matthews is a beast. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Philadelphia Eagles to win a tough game on the road. I think Carson Wentz will go 2-0. So, all right, so you have it. Those are my picks for the Week 2 games. Make sure if you guys submit them, if you do it on video on YouTube, please let me know. And if not, you can message me your picks. It's however you want to do it. But anyways, the sexiest man alive. I'm signing out. Tournament Dash Champions on the bottom of the description so you guys can check it out yourselves. And I'm out. You can check out the Week 1 results. And I'm out.